So here's the moment where I've been waiting for it. Aylamak is here. Chat, what do we think? We need to see the numbers though. The stuns, the healing, all that fun stuff. Let's just jump into the passive first. So he starts off at 10 star, HP 35%. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Attack 22%, so a little lower. Block 30. Damage reduction 20. I'm impressed it's still 20. It's not the 30 you see on some heroes. And damage dealt to targets with a bleed effect 35. That's pretty good. I was expecting it to be like 10 or 15. 35 is a good bump up. So, second passive. Changes the base attack to deal 380% attack damage to one enemy. That doesn't sound like a lot. And then increases the bleed damage dealt to them by 25. Up along.
12 months, let's go.
12 months. What's up, man? Thank you for that sub. Thank you for the resub. Increases the bleed damage dealt to them by 25% for 3 turns. Ooh, so you can stack this a couple times. Reduces their block by 40. Forget you, Eloise. And increases your own block by 40. So you got like 70%. That's actually pretty crazy. He might be really good in boss fights too. Granted, we'll have to see. This is the one I really care about. Oh, I like the number I already see. When self blocks successfully, there's a 50% chance to stun the attacker for 2 rounds if they have a bleed. Okay, so it's important getting a bleed on everybody. Afterward, counterattacks the target, dealing 200% attack damage, not big, and bleeds them for 240% damage. So most of his damage is pushed into the bleed every 2 rounds. At the end of each round, for every 1 enemy with bleed, restores HP equal to 4%. That's not huge, but then it also increases his attack too. 4% is not very big. Actually, we should probably even just double check this as well. So those numbers go up pretty good. 45% bleed. This jumps up to 35% additional, lowers their block by 50 and ups our block by 50, and then 68% chance. Man, 68% chance to stun. That's pretty solid. And then, of course, 5% for every target with a bleed. Okay, that's good. Let's look at the active skill then. Hell yeah, Daddy Wolf now. Yep. So deals 800% attack damage to 1 enemy with the highest HP. That's not bad considering that's just the direct damage portion. A lot of people only have like 1,000 attack besides Transcendence heroes and bleeds them. But again, it's only to 1 target, dealing 400% of attack damage for 5 rounds. And of course, it's prioritizing the highest HP target with a 100% chance to stun them for 3 rounds. Wow. Okay. So that means he's just gonna like keep going to different targets with his active and stunning them potentially. Afterwards, deals 400% attack damage to 1 random enemy and bleeds them. Okay, so that's it. 2 targets are getting bled with an active. Dealing 800% of attack. Holy cow! For 3 rounds, and reduces their effect of being healed by 50% for 4 rounds. If the 2 attacks target the same enemy, additionally deals damage equal to 35% of current HP, capping here. I mean, right off the bat, he seems pretty good. So just bone stock, he comes with 35% block. That'll be up to 40%. And then his basic attack gives you an additional 50. So you have a very high chance to block. If you have like an early game A and B on him too, that could be crazy. If the bleed was poison, Holmes Young would make Sealand a joke. Oh, I bet. The way they have the word is it only does damage to heroes that do not have bleed, not that are bleeding. Wait, what are you talking about? Which part was that, Bamba boy? The 100% afterward deals 400. Which part was that? The basic? Doesn't the stun aspect sort of counter the block? We're only attacking like 1 target though. I don't know. Change the base attack to do 1 damage. You said it said with bleed, not is bleeding. I don't know what you mean. That's the same thing. Not sure. Let's check his tenants, or let's check who he is a tenant for, which is probably one of the most important things as well. So what we can do is we can come on over here. So yeah, we got Holmes Young and Vulcan, Mockman. Not like the best tenants for him, but we can click this and we can see he's for no Transcendence heroes. Oh my god, he's not a tenant for any Transcendence heroes? What? That has to be a mistake. That legitimately has to be a mistake. What? Even Holmes Young is like for what? What's the other newest hero that came out recently? Vulcan? Look at the number of heroes Vulcan is for. Okay, let's check like you. Look at how many heroes. And then you come over to Aylamak, there's 4? That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. How is he not a tenant for any of them? That really sucks. Well, I mean, if he does become a good first E5 hero, he might also become a good first Transcendence hero. We'll have to check that out as well. First impressions. I want to know. Oh, wait, we got some upgrades here too. What are you guys' first impressions of him? I want to know what you guys think before we build him and test him and do all that stuff. Do you think he's got a good kit? I'm really disappointed. I was hoping he was going to have like his HP is weird. 699,999. His speed is 193, which is pretty slow. Pretty slow. But most warriors are. Like, if we look at that, 1193. Yeah, I mean, he's faster than Vulcan. Usually, warriors are not very fast. I think he's solid. I think he's going to be decent. I don't like him because he's a warrior. I don't like warriors in the... Yeah, gotcha. Stun, damage dealt, bleeds, block. It seems good. But yeah, someone did mention that the blocks might actually, or the stuns might hinder the blocks applying counterattacks. Because like you want a counterattack to get bleeds. But it's only if the enemy has a bleed that the block even has a chance to proc the stun. And then it puts like another layer of bleed. Like I almost feel like you need another bleed hero to go along with him. I don't know if he's going to be self-sustaining. Warriors are awesome. Now, warriors are the best. That's why I have hope for him. Because what other warriors do we have? Yeah, Mockman that became... we got Vulcan, OP. We have Star Swordsman Mockman, OP. We have Lord of Fear Aspen, OP. All of the warriors are good. All 3... I mean, some would argue he was okay when he came out. I don't know. Honestly, though, in an early game account, building up the typical suicide wall deck seems pretty good for game modes. For like, yeah, that kind of sounds good. Just build like 9 stars of him or something like that. So, all right, let's get into building him because I think he's going to be pretty strong.